Greetings and welcome to my Hardcore Road to Glory episode number 2. Now in the background you're going to be seeing my past 2 drafts that I played. I just played them offline recently, and obviously I played much more than that. If you've been watching my streams, you'll know. I'll talk about my record in a minute. And while we have that gameplay going on in the background, I wanted to talk sort of about my experience right now with FIFA 20. It's very early obviously, but I have had a ton of people come ask me, yo Stallion, do you like the game? Do you not? I remember there was a comment in my past RTG episode which I responded to, but again I was kind of vague because it is early and I'm kind of saving myself for the day 1 patch. Nonetheless though, my thoughts on the game so far aren't incredibly positive, unfortunately, and it has nothing to do with results. Because, you know, I'm not doing bad, I'm not doing incredible, but it doesn't really matter. It's more so, it was more so a feeling that I had instantly, right? Instantly, and I remember the first 2 drafts I played, I was undefeated, so it's not even about losing. Like, when the first 2 drafts, I was like, I don't know if I'm a fan, I don't know if what my worries from the beta were addressed, but essentially, the main thing for me is definitely the servers. The servers feel absolutely horrific. You know, maybe some of you guys might have not have had a problem. For me, it was awful, and it made everything that is kind of iffy in this game and buggy even worse. So that's the number 1 thing for me to address. I do think passing has improved. I'm really happy about that. I love seeing the interceptions. Those who have been following my channel will know how much passing means to me, but I still think that there's an insane amount of assistance for like through balls, and with how the game works right now, the meta is obviously through balling and getting deep into space, which means drop back is probably going to be the most widely used tactic because people are going to have to use it. And honestly, drop back is kind of annoying to face. Yes, the AI is a lot, you know, it's nerfed a lot, which is great. I love that part, but you know, it's more than the AI being nerfed that makes a game good for me. If you enjoy it, you know, I'm happy for you. You know, it's only my opinion. I'm not trying to take away anyone's happiness. If you enjoy the game, by all means, keep playing. I'm just saying, you know, a lot of people ask me, what do you think about the game? Another thing I would definitely change is the rebound situation. This whole plan tackling pre-FIFA 20, you know, when they were talking about adding plan tackling into the game, it was good. It sounds good on paper, but in practice, I'm not experiencing this whole plan tackling situation. Sure, a lot more tackles are coming back to me maybe compared to FIFA 19, but again, I don't like the whole comparison to FIFA 19. I don't think comparing anything to FIFA 19 should be relevant, otherwise anything can look incredible. I think in general, I don't like the rebound situations. I want more tackles to come back to me or to my opponent, depending on who's tackling who. And I think also the pairing situation, when you shoot on the keeper, the way he parries the shot and deals with it is extremely annoying, because it seems to me that it always, or not always, obviously it's never a matter of always, but very frequently the ball just bounces back to him, and him being the striker or the second striker after the first striker took a shot. So the whole pairing situation is killing me, honestly. Just rebounds in general is the main way I seem to be conceding. Now, the connection thing is really affecting me because I play a lot on stream, and on stream it's even worse than usual. Last year I didn't really have, you know, obviously last year was horrible, but there were times of the day where I could stream and know that it would be pretty much just the same as it would be offline. As you see there here, first draft, win the draft, and we get these rewards. I'm seeing tons of people on my Twitter timeline pack, you know, Messi's, Ronaldo, and this and that. And obviously it's also because more money is being spent than ever before, but I'm not experiencing this pack luck yet. I think I've won 5 or 6 drafts, and my best pull I think might be an 84, which you'll see in this episode if I'm correct. But yeah, pack luck is not on point. And back to the game itself, I think even though I think a lot of people are just really positive because they're comparing it to 19, but again, I'm not here to try and make people less positive. If you want to be positive about the game, by all means do so. I'm just saying my opinion and why I'm still wary before I think, you know, FIFA 20 is going to be an incredible game. Now, in terms of my stats, all right, for the draft, by the way, after this pack over here, you're going to see I forgot to record for the second draft that I'm going to show you in this video. I forgot to record the part where you select the team, so apologies for that as we pack this walkout. Is it walkout? No, it's not. It's, yeah, this was my best pull so far. A Tellez, and actually this pack was actually not bad. because Tellez is worth like 10, 12k-ish, maybe a little more. And then right next to him, we see what a beautiful man that is, Fekir, who to my surprise is even more expensive than Tellez. He's like 15k, 16k on PS4, at least at the time that I sold him. So, I mean, we'll take that. So about 25k from the draft, but still, you win it. You kind of want to get a big banger like everyone else getting these De Gea's and stuff. So that was the team that I ended up using here. You saw I had Ronaldo, who does this beautiful chip. Chipping is kind of back, by the way, which is also good. So yeah, apologies for not recording the initial part of the squad building for the second draft. But my record, let's talk about my record so far in draft. My record right now in draft is 29 wins, 6 losses, which is really bad. Based on my plans going into this. And what I noticed is that I noticed like my stats changed like insanely once I started hitting a lot more losses. So my first loss, unfortunately, was a disconnect. Funny story. Well, not really funny story. I was just winning and I got DC'd, which was kind of made sense because it was also during the day where I had the most delay. And then the other 5 losses, you know, none of them really stand out. I had 1 loss against the top 100 player, which went to extra time. And it was just unfortunate because all his goals were rebounds. So, I mean, once you start playing competent players, you really, really, really see the flaws of the game once, you know, it's a level playing field with your opponent. Nonetheless, the other losses, I'm not saying I'm blaming it all on connection, but really, I couldn't move. It felt really like, just buggy and stiff. But the main thing that proved that to me is that before those losses, I was averaging about 90% pass accuracy. My pass accuracy dropped from 90 to 80, which is insane. Like I couldn't do anything anymore, right? I know the passing's gotten difficult, but that's never really been a problem for me in any types of FIFAs. The fact that I was missing so many passes was truly a testament to the delay. You know, when you pass and you're aiming left, but it takes so long that you're already moving your analog stick to the other side and the pass still hasn't pulled off, and so the pass goes the completely opposite direction. That's basically what was happening to me. Scored 134 goals. I average about 4 goals a game, and I concede 1.4 a game, which is obviously really bad. It should be dropping that, but again, that used to be below 1, but then as soon as like the connection got unbearable, you know, it dropped. Every time I play off stream, I win drafts. Score, I almost had, this draft was almost the perfect draft. I conceded here to make it 2-1. This was a 1 goal away from being the perfect draft, and perfect draft obviously meaning he wins in every round and not conceding a single goal. Here as we open the rare gold pack, I went for that one first because that 25k pack for me usually is the worst one. And then possession wise, average 55%, so slightly over the top, but really that doesn't really matter because, you know, in the first couple of rounds at least, I typically face players that I'd happily give more possession to because it's just easy for me to run at them, right? So that's fine. And then goal difference of 85, scored 134, conceded 49. Overall, I'm really struggling in the sense that I'm not enjoying the connection and I'm not enjoying the flaws of the game. I do think obviously it's way better than 19, but I've never mentioned that because, like I said, for me that's an irrelevant piece of information. You know, you don't really get bonus points for being better than 19, but I also appreciate the fact that some people just want to be positive and be like, this is a step in the right direction. So that's fine. I'm just, you know, my standards are elsewhere at this time as we open this last mega pack for the second episode. And in regards to the decision that I wanted to make last episode, am I going to finish the drafts or am I going to just open packs? You know, I come to the conclusion that with this pack luck, even though I don't want to, as we pack an 84 Kepa, not bad, like 8k I think, I come to the conclusion that the best thing for me is to finish the drafts because I do not want to burn through cash. This is arguably already burning through cash, so we're going to keep playing drafts. I'm going to keep you updated on my records, on my pack pulls, and all that, and soon we're going to be building our first starter team so we can start playing rivals as well. I got 130k in the bank. If you guys have any ideas as to what sort of teams I can be making, I know prices seem to be rising faster than I'm playing drafts, unfortunately, but yeah, it's going to be it for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, peace out.